Okay, campers, off to another wedding today, and we're actually headed out to a suburb of Pensacola. It's called Beulah, and it's you know, kind of a little area right in the west side of town, and it's really not a town, it's more like an unincorporated area. But anyway, they've got a brand new housing development out there, and they've got a brand new clubhouse in that housing development, so it's a real nice place. I think the place has only been there maybe about a year, if even that. It's a relatively new facility, and I came out here and looked at it not too long ago. Now tonight probably won't be having any uplighting, just because we're going to be outside. We're actually going to be outside on the back deck, and there's really not going to be a whole lot of room for any uplighting. We'll definitely have the Revo 3 and the Revo 4 out, and possibly the Revo sweep under the tables. That's what we're looking at. And but like I said, we probably won't be doing any uplighting tonight, but I got all the lights just in case, but we'll see what happens. Okay, all right, it's about 3 o'clock now. The ceremony is supposed to begin about 5 o'clock this afternoon, and I am doing the ceremony and the reception, so we're gonna get there plenty of time to get set up. I always like to allow at least 2 hours. I'd hoped to have been there by now, but I was running just a little bit behind, but we're only about maybe 5 to 10 minutes away, so you know, it doesn't take me full 2 hours to set up. I just like to allow 2 hours, but we should still get there in plenty of time to get set up, and you know, have a little bit of time to relax before the wedding starts. So anyway, we'll talk to you when we get there. We'll talk to you when we get set up. Alright, here's the outside of the facility where the wedding's going to be taking place. It's going to be taking place in the back, so we're going to go back there in just a second. But a pretty easy loading. I just backed up right here and just wheeled my equipment down that sidewalk, and my setup's just right there on behind that building, so we'll go over there in just a second. Alright, here we are. Here's my setup tonight. I did decide to do some uplighting over there. Of course, you can't, it's not really doing much good right now, but I got the megapixels over there just to kind of illuminate this wall. But the ceremony's going to be taking place right there. So anyway, here's my setup. I got my jacket over there I might have to put on here in a little bit. But yeah, they're going to have food and stuff inside as well, so I'll be cranking up the speakers so they can hear. I got the Revo 3, that's the Revo 4 actually, and the Revo 3 over here, and the Revo sweep under the table. So yeah, we've got a pretty easy light show tonight. But I think it's going to be great, and it's supposed to cool off a little bit. Right now it's probably in the 80s, but it's supposed to get down in the 50s tonight, which for us is pretty cool. And so you know, it's a little bit hot right now, but it'll be cooling off here before too long. Okay, it's about 5:30 now. We just got the ceremony concluded. Everybody's just kind of socializing right now while the wedding party are getting their pictures made. I got an interesting story I need to tell you about the Revo 3 a little while ago. I don't know if my eyes are playing tricks on me, but it looked like there was smoke coming out of the bottom of the Revo 3, or the back of it actually. And it seems to be okay right now. I mean, I even unplugged it and I'm not really seeing anything, but it didn't feel hot or anything. But it was coming from right there and do that vent thing. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but I'm going to watch it tonight, and if I start seeing smoke coming out of that again, I'm going to be taking it in. I'm going to unplug it. But I even started seeing the smoke when it wasn't even plugged in. And I mean, like I said, I don't really know if my eyes are playing tricks on me or what, but I mean, I turn it on, it works okay, and I mean, it doesn't seem to feel hot or anything. So I don't know if you ever had a similar situation like that, and you ever noticed that on your Revo 3, just drop a comment right down here, okay? Let us know how you took care of it. Okay, give you an update now. It's about 7 o'clock, and we're just finishing up dinner. We're actually getting ready to finish dinner here in about another 10 minutes. We're going to move into the toast, the cake cutting, the bouquet, garter toss, all that stuff. So anyway, just want to show you my setup now that it's gotten dark. First of all, look at this facility. So right out here by a pool. Look at this. Look how that uplighting looks. Love how that looks. Oh, you want my thrill. Kind of over there between the pool and the back deck here, where they got married earlier today, is where the dance floor is. And the father bride dance over there. You see them over there. Got the Revo 3 going right now. I haven't seen any more smoke, so I don't know what that was. I don't know if I was dreaming that or what. We'll save that for another video. It's our mother groom dance now. Really can't see over there. It's 8 o'clock now, and we're just now getting the open dancing started. So we're going to get about 2 good hours of open dancing in tonight, so that's pretty good. We're supposed to wrap things up at 10. Got something funny I need to tell you. You're going to notice that right up there, there's a light missing. I wish I'd caught this on camera, but during the bouquet throw, the bride accidentally threw the bouquet up there and knocked one of those lights off. Now that's the first. I've never had that happen before. I have actually had the brides accidentally throw the bouquet to me before, though. That was something, but I think this one takes the cake. I don't know if you can see that or not, but the bride is sitting in a chair, and everybody's coming and doing a dance with. This is the money dance. I've never seen a group that's more into booty music. That's what they're into. But you know what? It works. So you go with it. Everybody's out there dancing, so they're having a good time. But you know what they're competing with? What? Football, of course. They're in there watching the game. I don't know who that is. Okay, they've moved further out to the pool. I don't know what's going on over there right now. Okay, it's 20 minutes after 9 o'clock, and got about 40 minutes left. I don't know what they're doing over there by the pool, but everybody seems to be going over there. So anyway, I think a couple of the guys went swimming. I don't know what they're doing over there. You can tell they're already cleaning up over here. Okay, now this is the first. The bride just went and jumped in the pool in her wedding dress. And the grooms are there, and a couple of the groomsmen. That's the first time I've ever seen that happen before. Yeah, you see her in there. This is just another example that goes back to the saying that no two weddings are the same. This certainly proves that. Okay, I'm seeing several of the bridesmaids, even some of the groomsmen coming by. They actually went swimming in their tuxedos and their dresses. So, I don't know, I'm actually getting pretty cold out here. It's supposed to get down to the low 50s tonight, which I know for people up north, that's really not that cold. But for Florida, yeah, it's already chilly. I mean, I bundled up my jacket, and I can't see how they can stand to be in that pool. But they're out there having a good time right now. So, and this is the first, I have to admit that, okay? And there's the bride getting dried off. Now we got about 15 minutes left. It's been a fun event, that's for sure. Okay, it's almost about 9:53. We're going to go into the bridegroom's final dance after this song and then get ready to wrap it up. This has definitely been one for the books, I do have to admit that. I was talking to Lance Morris a few minutes ago on Skype, and he said as long as they stayed away from my gear, he was concerned about my gear. Don't worry, they hadn't been up here near my gear with them being wet and stuff, so that's okay. My gear is fine. Okay, it's just before 10 o'clock. We're doing the bridegroom's final dance now. But I didn't care. I got down on one knee right there once again. I thought I loved you. Now you're my whole life. Alright, that's it. It's over. and we're just playing Goodbye by Night Ranger now, like we end every gig with. So I'll take one last look at my setup here before I start breaking down. I think that uplighting looks really good even outside. Okay, it's about almost 5 minutes to 11 now. Let me explain what's going on. The reception officially ended at 10 o'clock, but whenever I do an event, I normally keep some music going, you know, while I take down the lights after the event's over with, just because I don't like taking down in complete silence. Well, a lot of people still stayed and they asked if I could throw in some booty music while I was doing that. So by the time I got the lights taken down, it was already about, 10:45 or so. So I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and give them an extra 15 minutes since it's almost 11 o'clock. So that's what we're doing now. But look at my setup. I've already taken pretty much everything down. I've just got my mixer and my main computer. The other computer's already down. And it looks pretty naked right now. So, I mean, I've pretty much packed everything up. So, we'll play about another song and we're going to go ahead and shut everything down. I'm going to unpack the rest of the stuff up and get it out of here. But here's everything already packed up. All the lights and everything. Okay, it's about 20 minutes till 5 now on a Sunday afternoon, and I just want to go ahead and just do the wrap for this gig log for you during halftime of the Dallas-Minnesota game right now. And just in case you're wondering, Dallas is winning right now 14-7 at the half. So by the time you probably see this video, the game will probably be over with, but I'm hoping for a Dallas win. I think we really need that. So anyway, I just want to do a few quick comments on the wedding from last night. You know what? It went really great. That was a really great group of people. One of the funnest weddings I believe I have ever done. And just a wonderful bride and groom, a wonderful group of friends and family. And let me tell you about how I got how I was able to get hired by this particular wedding. She was a bridesmaid in another wedding that I did last year. As a matter of fact, the bride from last year was there last night too. And, she came up and hugged me and told me, that I made her day special. She's so good, so glad to see me again. It was, just a really positive evening. Now let's talk about them jumping in the pool, and was that planned? Well, I asked the bride about that, and she said that she had actually thought about doing that at the very end of the reception. It's kind of like the finale, and she said, she hadn't really thought about it, thought it out too much. But apparently her father decided to go ahead and just jump in the pool, and everybody just followed suit, including the bridesmaids and the bride and everybody else. That's kind of where that got started, right there in the middle of the reception. So it was sort of planned, but not really planned out, if that makes any sense. But anyway, they all had a good time. Now you're probably wondering, why did I stay later and continue to play music? Well, let me explain that to you, like I explained right there toward the end of the gig. The reception actually ended at 10 officially. But now whenever I end an event like wedding reception or party or whatever, it takes me a little while to take down the lights, especially if I've got a lot of lights to take down, which I really didn't last night. But anyway, normally what I do is I continue to play the music while I pack up the lights. Because, I don't like to just break everything down into complete silence. And then, once it comes time to break down the sound system, I go ahead and do that. But I don't ever break down the sound system first, because I don't want to be, putting everything up in just complete silence. That's just the way I am. Well, while I was doing that, though, I had a couple of the people there, they were still out there hanging around. They said, well, can you throw in some booty music? And if you're going to be here packing up for a little while, I said, sure, I don't mind. So I just put my computer on and just automatic mix of some some booty music, as they call it. So I went ahead and did that, and they still danced and everything while I was out there having a good time. And I was going to have the music going anyway, so there wasn't really a big deal with that, but it really did make them happy. And also, I really didn't start breaking down right at 10 o'clock like I normally would. I mean, I went ahead and talked a little bit to some of the friends and the family there, and it was probably about 10:25 before I even started breaking down. So I mean, I stood around and talked a little bit before I started, and then by the time I got the lights and everything packed up, it was already about 10:45, 10:50. So I thought, well, you know what? It's only 10 more minutes to 11 o'clock. Why not play a couple more songs? That's what I did, and I finally broke the rest of the stuff down at 11 o'clock, and I was out there probably about 11:15 or 11:20, I guess it was. I guess it was closer to 11:30. But anyway, it was a great group, just a great bride and groom. They were wonderful to work with, and I do hope I get to do some more events for them later too, maybe for their 10th anniversary or something. But they were just a great group of people, and they're just a pleasure to work with. So anyway, that's a gig log for you. Got more to come, so until next time, practice and enjoy.